Greetings to everyone. My name is Oscar Garza, and I'm General Manager at the Cambridge Group at the Employee Communications area. I'm going to talk about business strategy for Lindo y Querido, which is a Mexican shirts business. It's an online store which started in January 10th of 2017. It was founded by Cesar Caballero and Salvador Cruz, which are actually the current owners of the business and earn 50% of the profits, one each. Actually, they operate in Monterrey City in Mexico, and the business wants to enter the USA market. Actually, the purchasing power in the USA, according to the CIA, is of 19.36 trillion estimated with their GDP, positioning the USA as the second country in this entry, the purchasing power, just behind China. How the political system can help? Well, according to rdevelopment.com, all sectors of the economy offer significant business opportunities for foreign companies. The USA provides predictable and transparent judicial system, as opposite with Mexico, which the percentage of corruption is quite high, and also a highly developed infrastructure providing access to the world's most lucrative consumer market. How the FDIs work in the USA? Well, according to selectusa.gov, USA has the largest amount of FDI in the world, given the fact that it's the world's largest market. It's a nexus of innovation. It has abundant resources, ease of doing business, access to capital, and workforce talent. I'm sorry. How is the local currency doing? Well, the currency in the USA is the dollar, which is the official trading, uh, official international trading coin. The dollar is just above the euro and the yen, which makes the dollar the definitive economy in the entire world. An insight on American culture in the workplace. Well, some of the common practices in workplace American culture are getting equal to work, to live on time, addressing your boss with their first name. You don't call them sir or you don't call them boss because that is often used with strangers. And it's quite common to make corporate social events such as celebrating Christmas, New Year's, or the partners or bosses' birthdays. Some of the relevant fiscal and environmental regulations are the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act. This last one regulates the handling, transportation, treatment, storage, and disposal of hazardous wastes from the point of generation to their ultimate disposition. Hiring practices, well, USA's minimum wage is of $7.25 per hour. Um, Also, there are some states which vary the minimum wage. Some of these states are Washington DC, California, Massachusetts, Arizona, Vermont, New York, Colorado, Connecticut, and Hawaii. In these states, the minimum wage varies a little bit, and it's a little more higher. It's a little higher. I'm sorry, but the minimum wage in the rest of the states in the United States is of $7.25 per hour. Some of the employee benefits are paid holidays, giving time off to employers in certain situations, medical care benefits, and retirement plans. Should Lindo y Querido enter the targeted country? I believe yes. Yes, they should, and they will eventually because uh, it's a very young business and innovative. Uh, Once they are well positioned here in Mexico, they sure can enter another country. Uh, what gives Lindo y Querido a unique vibe, their very overall essence, is that they are keen to make products 100% Mexican. Uh, Given their design, uh, the shirts manufacturing, also a percentage of the profits goes to charity cause, which can be giving money to a school with low resources or countries that just had some uh, tragedies like floods and earthquakes. So Lindo Querido wants to stand out as a business that relies too much on the Mexican culture with building relationships with your people, to have empathy with your people. Also, all of their designs are completely original, and uh, they represent quite well the Mexican culture. For example, uh, they could have the Cerro de la Silla, which is an official image of Monterrey. They have these Catrinas, which are skulls with night suits. This image is very representative of the Day of the Dead, which is one of the most representative events in Mexico. And well, this business is quite fresh, new. It has a lot of quality, and due to the business being very young and until now successful in Monterrey, it has a lot of potential in many other countries. When should they start doing it? Well, as I mentioned earlier, they have to first position their business quite well here in Mexico. And well, it takes from 5 to 10 years to have this already established image in your country. To what scale they should enter the USA market? Well, Lindo y Querido's best chance is to enter a near city. Uh, for example, in the New Mexico state, they could enter any city in New Mexico, or I don't know, some cities in Houston. Basically, all the states that are near the border of Mexico, which are the states that may have the easier entrance. And well, a strategic decision to entry is to be completely acquired by another another business. In this case, Ross. Uh, Ross is uh, an American store. It mostly sells clothes, and this is a very good chance for Linux Creative to enter the USA market because Ross is well known for its low prices, accessibility, customer scale, and the closeness, and among other competitive advantages that Ross has, make Lindo y Querido its best chance because, well, uh, it's as I mentioned quite sometimes before. Uh, Lindo Corrido is a quite new business. It has very short time in the market, and even so, if it takes 10 years to enter the USA market, it will still feel fresh because uh, all of the clothing brands are at least 30 years old, which means you will be the competition of monsters of the industry, and entering uh, a business like Ross, this kind of stores gives you the chance to have a little piece of the market, and without being the competition, without competing directly with some of these monsters like Aeropostale, Hollister, American Eagle, and other clothing brands in the USA. Well, being acquired will be the best chance for Lindo y Corrido. Well, I think I think that's it. Um, Ross, as I just mentioned, is a well-established store in the USA, so acquiring Lindo y Corrido would mean a competitive advantage in the USA, which other recent Mexican shirts brands don't have. Well, uh, I think that's it. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.